Hello? I don't know why it's not popping up. Just a black screen. But I'm in game. It hates me. It hates me. Oh. Let me sleep. Put the right one. I should be capturing right. Oh no, it is there. It's just taking its time. Okay, that works. Hello. Oi. Not sure. It's gonna be a little shorter because I spent so much time playing Repo. I have a couple things I want to do tonight. But got that working. I need to wait for the villagers to breed, but I really want to get those villagers into the trading hall so I can be done with that. I was thinking about it earlier, and I have a big issue with how big this building is, or how big this building is going to be. Like, look at that. That thing is huge. It is huge. It's gonna be about as big as the top of the mountain. That's really excessive. I don't want that. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna let it run for now. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it down. I don't know by how many blocks. But I want to move it down, hopefully deep enough to where the golems won't spawn on the surface. I'll have to look into how the spawning rules work, or at the very least, what I could do, I could just test it with dirt and just see how high up I can make them spawn, or how low, because I also would need to fill in some caves underneath. I do have to worry about the water over there, but that's not that big of an issue. But I wanted to wait till I got a beacon, because I'm gonna have to dig out. I don't even know how much stone. I'm gonna have to go down at least. I actually don't even know. Oh, you're hit back. Yeah, I lost a lot, but I stole 8 from the hall. I put them back in the farm, and then I think I did some chores and I let them breed for a little bit. I only needed 12. I think I stole 14, or I got up to 14 and I started stealing some. It's gonna take them a little while longer to get back up, but that's not an issue. Um, yeah. I don't know. I think you missed it. This is gonna be very short. I played so much repo, I don't want to spend all night doing this. Wow. Wow, this guy. Bye bye. Bye bye. Tell me you don't want to sit here all day and watch a man talk to himself. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm waiting. I'm gonna. I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna see if I can. I can't just leave that open. Okay, I'm gonna pull up on my phone because I want to keep that farm running. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I guess I would need to look into how to stack them. Stack Iron Golem farms. Hmm. I don't know if I watch a super long video. AI summary seems to say 16 blocks, which is about what I hear. That seems that's like for separating the farms. I actually know how far they spawn, but I don't know if they far. Iron Golem spawn in Java. I probably should specified. So it's a 17 by 13 by 17, so 6 up and 6 down. Actually, not that much. I literally have to shift like the entire thing, but it's not too big of a problem. Um, what I could do... No, I'm not going to. I was thinking I could hill over it, but I have to go really high up. What I don't get... Okay. So, villagers can detect another iron golem within a 16 block cubic radius, so that's a sphere. I'm assuming that those ones are so far down they can't detect that platform. I'm guessing. Hmm. I mean, obviously these just spawned at the same time, so they're far enough away. As for the vertical, so I don't think I'd have to go that much. I am gonna overshoot it because I really would not have to want to rebuild this, and then so I think I need a 3 block tall space for the iron golems to spawn. I am gonna cover up one of the spawning platforms just to be 100% sure. How to get up there? Can I just bounce? I can probably juggle bounce. I don't even know what to call this. I can bounce on the ground. I can hopefully... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Build up enough speed and get over here. So what do you want to do? A block right here. I want to make sure I can see one spawn. Because what I need is... I think what I've read is 3 blocks of height. I'm willing to trust the wiki, but I want to see it for myself. I also don't know if there's like, if I'm... No, I feel like they can spawn right on top of you. Still kind of day. Ah, unlucky. I didn't see it spawn. Which is a little worrying. Come on. Wiki says 3 blocks, but I want to see it happen. That one didn't spawn there either. I don't know. Come on. It's gonna turn to night soon. I know I can go sleep, but ugh. Ugh. I really don't... It could just be coincidence, but I really don't like the fact that it was spawning up so much in the front. It might be too late. Not too late yet. We're getting there. Oh, I'm not liking the look of that. I'm gonna go sleep. Might need to toss some more food. Because I feel like I keep stealing the ones that have all the food. Oh, let me double check. How much space iron comes need to spawn? 2 blocks wide by 2 blocks deep by 3 blocks tall. So 2 by 2 by 3. That is enough space. They should be spawning there. I don't know if like the water is like making it so it's not like a like I'm not paying enough attention. I don't know if they're spawning like above the water and falling in because I don't know if the water is being counted as a block, you know? It didn't look like that guy fell in. Oh, they can spawn. Oops, I need to get rid of that. All that matters is this. I don't need this little lip here. I'm just trying to stop them from spawning there. Because what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna use. I'm not entirely sure. I have a hopper system right now, and what I might do is I could either use a hopper tower, or I could use a bubble column and then just shoot it up and then send it into a hopper system. Oh, I'm getting an idea. I don't know if I want to execute it, but I was thinking like if I had like an iron mine and it just shot out the iron bars, it wouldn't make much sense. But I think it would look neat. But I kind of just like the idea of I don't know. I don't know if I want to do an iron mill or I want to do that. I think the iron mill would make more sense building wise. Okay, that's good to know it works. I'm gonna leave that platform there as a reminder. I'll get rid of this because I don't need that part. I'm gonna leave that there as a reminder because it's not gonna be today. I need to get a beacon first. I have the star. I just need the iron. It is working really quickly, thankfully. Um, but I need this much iron, about maybe here, to make it work for a full beacon. Assuming I don't use any other blocks, which I know I have some gold and I could even use some diamonds, but I don't have that many. Hmm. Okay. I don't know if this is far or close enough. What? I'll look that up. Minecraft entity load distance. Simulation distance. Is that what that is? So if I crank the simulation distance up. Ooh, but that's definitely going to be intense. I don't know how far. Hmm. I'm definitely not doing 32. 32 is crazy. That's probably why the fire wasn't going off. Like, if I check... Nope. G. So I need the furthest one, which will probably be that one, actually. And I don't know if it's done, also... I imagine it's done cubically. This one is... This is 1, 2, 3, 4... There's gonna be 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the furthest point I can be and still have that furthest one loaded. I need 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. I could get. I want to. Okay, I want to see what 14 does. Try 16 actually. Crank it up. See if there's like a significant performance decrease. Doesn't seem like it. Stream looks fine. And then it should be running. I'm gonna... Now they might not be visible. I have no way of like knowing. Is that something that's just separate? Like if I fly in, I might just see a bunch. Okay, there's an easy way to do this. What I do, I can get up here and stop being a noob. I get ready to fly. The second I see one, I fly, and I see how far I can see one. There's a lot of saying see, but you get what I mean. As you see one spawn in. Actually, another thing I'm going to do... I might plan a little... I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like... I see a lot of people playing higher FOV, and it helps them build. We do 8. It just feels weird. It feels so weird. Come on. So this is something else I was a little worried about. And maybe I'm just getting really unlucky with my spawns. But I've heard if they don't sleep, they don't spawn. I don't know why this is working on the other server and not here. I don't know if like the I don't know if I can get in without. Oops. Like I don't know if placing these on the road. If placing these on the top half. Thank you. I don't know why this would fix that. Maybe the zombie's just in a funky position. Let me out. Thank you. Because now it's no longer producing. Minecraft Iron Farm Villager is not spawning iron golems. I'm assuming it's because they're not sleeping, but I don't know why they aren't sleeping. I'm not sure. I know, I don't know if I really want to just hang around here and wait till night. Not really. I need to figure. I'm pretty sure they're not sleeping, but I don't know like if getting in there and rotating their bed will solve the issue. I don't know why it would. Actually, maybe it would because their heads would be closer, so it'd be maybe. I don't know where like I'm assuming that line of sight is the issue. If they have it right here versus right here, the zombie can see down, but it can't see down that way. Or the block blocks them. I could test a bunch of different chambers. I think I'll do that. I'll test a bunch of different chambers. Those beds are facing away. We're gonna be very... Actually, I'm gonna block this in so they can't get out. Bed. The guide I followed had the beds facing outward. And I feel like that's what I did the first time, but if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, you know? Okay, so that one has the things in the bottom. Now I'm gonna do beds facing in with them on the top. And we'll see which group sleeps. It could... There is a world where it could be zombie placement too, but I don't know. And what also could be happening is maybe they just need to have their beds rebound. I'm not entirely sure. I will crack open a hole on the side to get a look at all of them. And we'll see which group. So we have two groups of beds facing away. And then where the trapdoor changes. And then two groups where the bed facing in and the trapdoor also changes. It's almost night. I will... Waiting for that. Do that, 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 that. I don't know if these are ready yet. I should get some carrots. I'm doing alright. How are you, Eka? Okay. They should be going to sleep about now. Flying over and check on them. Those two are sleeping. None of the ones here are. Strange not all three are sleeping. I don't know why that's happening. Two are sleeping. One's freaking out. And this would have to be one sleep. I don't get it. It might just be where the zombie is too. And I don't... What? Oh, that is not good. I don't know why they had a baby. They do not have enough beds. Oh. Okay, so he went to sleep. Oh my god. I'm trying to troubleshoot an iron farm right now. It's not spawning, and I'm pretty sure it's because the villagers aren't sleeping, but I don't know why they aren't. So I was trying to see if I could test... Even if, like, where the bed position was, or where the trapdoor position was. And I'm thinking that it might just be how close the zombie is. So in this one, they're all sleeping. I don't have, like, an easy way of telling how close the zombie is, but... That one seems kind of far. This one... This one feels a little closer. I'm not 100%, but... Like, see, that's past the halfway point. This one is before it. So I'm thinking it's zombie proximity. I think it's nothing else. To fix that, we get some blocks really quick, but I'm going to break their boats and move them. Hmm. Mm-mm. I'm not actually sure how to move the boat, per se, to put it in the better position. Does that work? Okay, they're asleep, but they're asleep because he walked out. Well, it's during night, I might as well try to fix them all. Um, I'm gonna do something horrible. You're gonna have to forgive me. I can't have this guy messing with it. Nor can I have him contaminating my other villagers. Get over here. I sure hope no one saw that. Oh, I can't get through. I don't know. They can get to sleep, they just don't want to sleep, and that's the annoying part. That one's in right, I think. That one seems fine, and then I think I fixed... Megan's looking at all the chambers. They're asleep, so I know I at least adjusted it. I have not adjusted these guys, but they're able to sleep. But I might adjust it a little more. Oh, the annoying part is I'm gonna have to change this all anyways. However, knowing this now is good, because I'm gonna have to move the zombies. And they go to sleep. Lie down. Come on. Okay, what I want to do... He laid down. What was that? Like that? Come on, two of your friends lay down. Not that hard. I don't know. At the very least, I need it working now. That's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep really quick. I'm not sure. It might just sort itself out occasionally. They might just have some nights where they don't go to sleep, and it's annoying, but like, what can you do? What's the weather gonna be tonight? Okay. I'll have to get a move on eventually. panicking. Panicking. Oh, you know what? We'll do some chores. But who knows? Maybe the new zombie position is good enough for most of them. I'm not sure. And I need to feed these guys. Harvest sugarcane. I don't know. I'm getting the idea of I want to do. I don't know like what the kinds of building are called, but I do want to do like farm buildings. I'm not like the Iron Golem one. That's gonna go underground. That's just too big. I can't really. If I have it above ground, it's gonna take up so much space. I don't know how similar I feel about the sugarcane. I don't really need that much now that I'm gonna have iron for trading. Like I really only need paper for rockets and like maybe the occasional brewing. I don't even know why to be making speed potions, but I probably don't need that whole 64 setup. I usually find I run, or not, I find I have way more than I need. So I could shrink it down and I could cram it inside of a building. And this could be in the shopping district, more towards, or I don't even know. That's kind of tentative because I might just have shops all throughout like the residential. Just having just houses is kind of boring. But like maybe like a sugarcane paper place. I don't know. That's what they sell. And I could have that like next door to the cactus. I like cactus. Sell that here. At least that's what I'm thinking. Iron farm goes under. I think sugarcane will be a building. Cactus will probably be a building. I don't know what I'm going to do about wool because that's another thing that's going to be very big. Because it's going to be, well, it depends. Okay. I could either do like how I've done the villager trading. There's two ways I can do it. So right now I have stalls across stalls, right? What I could do, and I kind of want to do something similar with sheep. The sheep are actually going to be a very similar width because you have the sheep grass, sheep grass, sheep grass, sheep grass. I could either have them mirroring each other, or I could stack them. I'm not entirely sure which I want to do. I have to do, well, actually, I don't know if I should keep there's new wool colors coming, isn't there? Minecraft wool colors. I swear there's new colors coming, isn't there? Or am I crazy? I wasn't sure if we're getting new colors with the new stairs. If we're not, I can just go with the 16. Hmm. Okay, it seems I was just reading misinformation. It looks like they're gonna stick with their 16 colors. Man, 15 years ago. Let's see. Okay. Well, at least that's not a part I have to worry about. But I really want the wool farm because I like building with wool. And it's gonna be, like I said, actually very similar size to this because you have. So you need it to be 2 blocks tall so the sheep doesn't get out. Actually, I don't even know if it's not even that. Maybe if you use glass, you could. Well, okay. Either way, it's gonna be. I usually would do like 2 blocks. This would be glass, and then you have the sheep in the middle, more glass, and then you have your dispenser with an observer under it, You could. That's probably where we could do this with like a piston, but like at the same time, it's still just 2 blocks tall, so it doesn't really. Eh, eh. I do need to move this up though. So you have all your grass, 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 grass. This is glass, 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 glass. Spencer, and then this can either be like glass or it doesn't really matter. Whatever black I want it to be. Um, and this is an observer facing into that, and then it sends a very similar to a sugarcane farm. Uses the redstone and sends a signal to that dispenser. Then underneath, you've got a hopper minecart with a hopper facing into a chest. So the whole build is about 5 blocks tall. If I doubled that up, it would be 10. If I wanted to do every single wool color, which I do, even if I don't use them all, I feel like it'd be silly to have some and like, ugh. I don't know. With a dye farm, I guess it wouldn't really matter that much. And then I need 16 of these, and I can either save space this way by just doing. I can't build up, but you get the idea. Doing this, and I could do that the whole way, but make that build very long. But if I do it this way, mind you, this is 10, so I could trim it down to here. It'd be this long, which is decently long. I don't know. It, what I could do too is I could try to put this in the mound. I don't know how much of that I want to do. Man, they're going at it. I don't know how much of digging in the mound I want to do. I don't, because I also don't know how much hollowing out I want to do. I don't know. It's not. Let me get my view of that. Because this building is still pretty big. Admittedly, it's about as big as it'd be about as long as this, I think, which isn't that crazy. To be told. I don't know. I wish I could see this flipped. I imagine they're about similar lengths. Be another building like this, kind of. It's not night yet. I'm not expecting this to stop working yet. Should break soonish. At the very least, it'll test how if they can all sleep again. Ah. Yeah, I'm still here. I don't know if you just sent that. It isn't. I don't know if I can see timestamps next to the chats. Yeah, I'm not muted, so I don't know what you're not hearing. Or you probably sent that a while ago and I just didn't even notice. I'm doing all right. I had a stream before this, so this one's probably gonna be a little shorter, but for trouble shooting an iron farm. Hmm. I would say it's just going all right. There's nothing too crazy going on. I'm just kind of thinking about a lot of things. Deciding where I want to put buildings and really just that. Making sure this works. And that takes a lot of time because I need to see them sleep. which means I kind of just have to bumble around for 10 minutes. Oh yeah? What was your favorite moment? Okay. Still running around. I don't think it's late enough yet. Sure. Ask away. I'm all ears. And eyes and nose and mouth and everything else. That guy's sleeping. Just one. This is so strange. What if it was closer? Work? Maybe it's too far away. We have two sleeping. I don't get it. I don't get it. I might just need to stop stressing about it. And it's just gonna be funky. And that's okay. For now. Okay, so when I was making the design, and I was reading through some of the comments, and they were talking about having trapdoors, and that they need to raise the thing, or they need to raise their platforms, so they can use a daylight sensor for the trapdoors to let them sleep. I just don't know why some of them are sleeping and some of them aren't. Like this whole group fell asleep. They all fell asleep. I don't know what's different about this guy. This guy doesn't look very moved. Hmm. I am so bewildered. I genuinely have no idea. Oh man. Guess like I didn't want to ask his questions about the channel. Aw. How sad. They're sleeping. They're panicking. Like I just slept. Is it really because they just need air blocks? I just broke that in and they immediately. Doesn't put up with it. Get out of here. I know what you are. Hmm. Oops. Oopsies daisies. Well, the good thing is, when I decide I need to fix this, I can make the farm a little taller. Or what I might do is I might run some redstone underneath and just hook it up to a daylight sensor. What do you mean, what? What do you want from me? Never seen a guy play Minecraft before. Ugh. Bro, I've been staring at these guys so long. I just want it to work. You know what? I'm just gonna not look into it and pretend like it's gonna work forever. It's totally gonna work forever. No problems whatsoever. Trust. What's going on, Odar 13? I really love how everyone's very consistent on what names they use across everything. Generally. Generally. Makes it easy for me. I don't load on. One of these days, you know what you should do? You know how you have your, oh, what did you call your laptop? You had like the same name for like a lot of your equipment. Was it Tim or Jim or Dave? Dave. You should do that for your all your other accounts and just keep going up in ODARs. I want an ODAR 14, an ODAR 15, an ODAR 16. I just keep going up and up and up and up and up. Oh, oh. I'm drawing a blank. Ah. How are you doing, ODAR 13? I am doing fantabulous myself, personally. Literally jumping for joy. Ugh. I didn't have anything too specific planned. I wanted to make sure the iron farm worked. Then from that point, I could. I don't know. Uh, I'm caught between two things right now. So I have a vision to turn this whole island. Death Stranding. Ooh. I've heard really good things about that. It's an RPG. It's a RP or an action RPG kind of game, right? Or am I completely mistaken? As for me, it's literally just been this in repo, and I feel like I'm like 12. But you know what? If I'm having fun, so be it. I like the only thing that would complete the rotation would be like Roblox. Roblox and I don't even know. Fortnite. Fortnite. Wait, is Death Stranding the walking game? I think I missed. Okay, I'm horribly mistaken. Is that the one where you have to carry around the baby? Yeah, it is the one you carry around the baby. I remember hearing someone describe it as like an RPG kind of game where like you fight off monsters. Hmm. Okay. Well, much more stealth though. Is well, depending upon the stealth game, sometimes the stealth can be very optional, like Hitman or like a Metal Gear. As for me, I am currently right now. I'm currently scheming of how to make this whole island look very nice and pretty. I've done a pretty good job over here. This is very egregious. That is that is something. Monsters that can't see and will drag you into the tar. Can you make do those craters like disappear over time, or if you're really bad, can you just like completely soft lock yourself? Anyways, I am trying. Well, while you're answering that, trying to make the island look nice. That looks hideous. Like even if that was all cobblestone, that just looks really ugly. So kind of what I'm getting the idea of doing, I want the whole island to be kind of like a medieval town. At the very least, that's kind of what I'm starting to settle on. I'm kind of like districting things in my mind. I don't know exactly what to call this area. I could turn it way more into like a farming kind of thing, because I already have the windmill. And then like down here would be kind of like a port. Over here would be more of like a residential with like a market mixed in. And then over here, I'm loosely dubbing it like industrial because medieval doesn't really have an industrial kind of medieval having medieval and industrial in the same sense. It just doesn't make sense. But like production, that would be like where the iron's coming from. So it'd be like an iron mill. The only issue, flip again. This island is not very big, and that farm is massive, and that all of that path blocks are necessary. They need to be spawn proof so the iron golems spawn there. So the only way I can think of that, I was originally going to do this massive building, but even if I do that, so the idea is like up here would be more of like a castle or a keep or whatever. That is as big as this. I could flatten this out and make it a little larger, but So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down. What that was checking for is to see if iron golems could spawn in that space, which they can. So I need to make that ground level. And that means I need to push the whole farm down. It'll take a little while, but it won't be terrible. The hardest part will just be mining. So I'm going to use the iron farm to move the iron farm. Once I get enough iron bars, I can make a haste beacon, I can dig down, I can just move it down. It'll be kind of annoying, but I think it matters long term. Because this is going to be my forever world. Wow. I need to stop wasting rockets. I don't have that. They don't disappear. So is like the crater like is it like a chunk of missing ground? Or is it just like a visual thing or what? What am I doing? I need that to keep going. Cool, so that's what I was gonna do. Ooh. Is there is the world procedural or is it like entirely pre-generated? Actually, I know what I need to do. Okay. Okay, then you'd have a pretty hard time soft locking yourself then. I'm assuming it's not like well, it could. I don't know how much of like a one-to-one scale it would be, but oops. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's what I figured. Bruh. Eh. Here we go. I think it's lined up. Have you ever seen those like I walk across the entirety of the GTA 5 island? It's just like a time lapse of them just doing that. Do you know if those exist for Death Stranding? Oop, that works. Like they'd headlock the camera. I can't really show it because I'm just streaming Minecraft, so I can't really pull up stuff on the screen. You have to. I get. Well, if you're talking about building, I'm assuming you re-traverse the same area pretty often. I don't know if I can do that, but wait. So I'm assuming you've beaten the game. Altogether, how long did it take you? If you literally just walked everywhere. Get in the boat, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I feel like I don't know what's going on. I feel like every time I come here to get villagers, this place changes. I'm not the one doing it. I'm losing my mind. Come on. There we go. I don't think I could do that. I mean, I would get where you're coming from if you're just traversing across new land the entire time, but I'm assuming they want you to build all that stuff, knowing that you traverse the same world. I built the entirety of Death Stranding in Minecraft at a one-to-one scale. Wow. And then I walk around in that. How long will it take me? When Death Stranding isn't even a one-to-one scale of America. Oops. Oh, really? That's neat. Do the craters carry over then too, or are they just you? Okay, we go ahead and sleep. That's probably for the better. I feel like if you could like make your craters appear cross-world, there would just be like a pit around every place you spawn. So, for the better. I imagine you could probably do something similar with structures, but I'm assuming it doesn't like combine every single person's. Like you probably just get a steel structure from like a couple of people and that cycles in and out, is what I'm guessing. Oh. I had a when I was doing the iron farm. I needed to go get some cobblestone. As you saw, I used a lot of cobblestone for it. So I came in here to mine. This has been like my breeder. And I didn't light up the area. And they all kind of died. And now I'm having to start from scratch again. So that's why I'm having to take it a little slower. I had to take some from the haul, put them back in the breeder. And now I'm finally filling it all in. So I am kind of just hanging around waiting for these guys to make some more. That's like the other part. Well, that's good. Limiting the structures. And I don't even know. I couldn't imagine how much testing they'd have to do to like make sure. Or maybe it was just immediately on their minds of, oh, we don't want other people to grief. Are they optional or well, I imagine you without an internet connection you probably couldn't. I imagine. I don't know if that game forces you to have an internet connection. Okay. So right now, I'm torn between saving up enough iron for the beacon immediately. I'm super poor right now. Or I have the nether star. I literally just need the iron. Or if I use this iron in the trading hall to get more XP, to fix up my gear and make better gear. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe you could still play that game offline. Oh, I don't know if you noticed in the bottom left, but I'm also in hardcore too. This is not baby's first Minecraft adventure. I was even taking it slower too. I probably played way too much Minecraft, but you know what? Instead of shunning myself, I'm putting it to use, and now I'm trying to push for as much as I can. I think my biggest crime is I usually never end up building that much. Like this is ignoring like one multiplayer server I played on. This is probably the most I've built. And it's all me because it's solo. You can't hear, but I'm smashing the tab key right now. And also, blah. I think you can do hardcore multiplayer, but ugh. I don't know what you end. I don't know what you would end up doing if one of your friends died. I don't know if you decide, let's completely restart the world, or if there'd be some kind of like plug-in and you decide, oh, like maybe we can spend like 10 million diamond blocks to bring you back, or I don't know. I'm just such a pro Minecraft gamer, I figured I could do this. I'm being very humble, I know. Um, I don't know. No. I think I've gotten used enough to the game to where as long as I'm not being too silly, I'm not dying. I've also got the extra fun of they're mostly past now. I put on a couple of challenges for myself to make it even a little harder or force myself to engage with the game more. Um, like there's three of them. I couldn't do villagers until I killed the Ender Dragon. I couldn't do iron any kind of farms, automatic farms until I've killed the Wither. And then the last one, and I still haven't done it yet. I don't know how long it's going to be. I cannot use totems until I've gotten every other advancement. Obviously, I know there's the totem advancement, so that'll be the last one I get, if I even do it. I might do it just for the sake of it. And I'm doing this solely just because I've never gotten every advancement. Never gotten the how do we get here, and I kind of really want to do that. And I figured if I'm gonna do that, I might as well do everything else. And I'm willing to do that. I don't know how aware you are of Minecraft hardcore players. I'd be shocked if you don't know the name Philza. Apparently, I didn't know this. Apparently, he doesn't play with a totem, and his current world's been going on for 7 years. So if he can do it, I'm not gonna pretend like. I mean, he has 12 years of experience. I've got maybe. Well, this is day 11, and I played hardcore once on my own. So I've got at most maybe a month of experience, and that's not like a month of hours, just like a month of days. You know. I've been playing. I mean, like I don't know exactly what version I first started playing in. I know I've played Minecraft Classic on the browser, but that was available for quite a while. Like even after I think the game launched. Maybe not after it launched, but after at least beta 1.8 when they added hunger. And I even played on the Pocket Edition. I played on PS4, and I think I played on Xbox 360, and I might have played on someone's Switch. I'm familiar. I don't know, as long as you don't do anything too crazy, I feel like it's pretty easy to stay alive. Like especially in like most of my time I've spent at this island. Yeah, that's why I haven't really bothered. I don't know. I am definitely a Java person over Bedrock. I don't know if I have this one already. Have you played it all since we did that it's not really a LAN, but I know like you came over to the dorm and I think you set up on my I think you set up on my dresser, if I remember. I don't know how many more I need. Probably figure that out. Eh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18. That's fair. I don't know what it is. I just I don't, I'm not usually one for replaying games, but I find it pretty easy to come back to this one. And I think it's probably just because I've played it so much. I'll tell you what I haven't, and I've not been on Overwatch in a hot minute, and I'm thankful for it every second. I don't even know if you've been on. I don't think I've seen you on, but I haven't opened Battle.net and I don't even know how long. I don't know, ever since they added the perks and the perks I just never got a good understanding for. And then I know it's only for ranked, but then they added the hero bands and everyone hates Wrecking Ball, bro. I just want to play Wrecking Ball and everyone hates that's probably the only good way to experience it. I don't know. Part of me would want like they're on amethyst weapons or is it the galaxy weapons now, the purple ones for cosmetics? I don't know, it does just get really stressful. Sometimes in a good way, but usually not. Well, I know they had the golden, that was golden for the longest time, and then like the big ones were the jade or emerald weapons, and then I think they're on purple now. Unless they've got a new one. I don't keep up with the game much anymore. I mean, I've said Overwatch like 3 times now, and I feel like that's Bloody Mary, like saying Bloody Mary in the mirror. So I'm gonna get like an Overwatch short tonight, but we'll see. Emerald. No, I know they added Emerald. I think they did that when I was still playing. I think that was at around the time they did perks. But I don't. I feel like I've seen purple ones now. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna snag more. I don't know. I don't need to snag that many. I just need to turn them into one of the ones that buys iron, cure it, and then start selling them iron so I can get the emeralds are nice, but I'm literally just doing it for the XP. I recently killed the Wither, and like I said earlier, I didn't have access to any kind of automatic farms. I do want to do a gold one at some point, but I don't know when. I think for me, I just really like. I think it's just the building. I really like the ability to like create, and then being able to do that in like a thing that you can walk around is really, in my opinion, I think it's really neat. If I had to pick like one reason, but I also really like the technical aspects, like all the farm stuff. I don't know, it really does just have like a lot of the things that I could want in a game. And I'm not even one for modded too. Like if you gun in my head, if you told me modded or vanilla, I'd probably pick vanilla. Which is probably ridiculous because you could say, oh, you just play modded, but you play like quality. Well, I guess I am playing modded technically, so shush. But you know what I mean. Like the million computer and wizardry and all those mods. Wake up. There we go. Oops. I'm probably not gonna go for too much longer. I I think I already said I was playing Repo. I played Repo for a long time earlier. Ah, that kind of drained me. It's getting a little late. I'm still you know where, and I'm obviously not saying that for reasons. Um, it's gonna storm pretty soon, and I want to go grocery shopping for then. Oh. And usually the way I've been operating right now is I'll stream for a while, and then after I'm done, I usually don't start again. Like I don't do late night streams. Late night secret stream. Ugh. That's fair. I'm happy you showed up at least. I haven't heard from you in a while, so it's my fault for not reaching out. I know you're so desperately awaiting to see me. My kid. Come on. You gotta get Joe in on it, bro. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 because I don't want to be. I don't know how to phrase it. No! Thank you. I probably swing too hard the other way, but that'll be it. I've literally just been doing this as kind of I'm sure you've had this thought before, and I don't like you didn't like even flesh it out, but I think I get what you mean. Like I've literally been doing this just as kind of how do I phrase it? Multiplayer is fun because you get to experience the game with everyone else. But I think one of the biggest downsides of multiplayer. Oh, you're heading out? Well, thank you for popping in. Ah, I can just keep rambling. That's my job now. You know what I mean? But I feel like the biggest issue with multiplayer is eventually it has to come to an end, which is kind of sad because you can put so much time into a world. And so, like for that reason alone, I generally prefer single player. Of course, you can have a similar thing where like, oh, you play Minecraft for a little bit and you're like, I don't want to play anymore, and then you stop playing, and then you come back, and then pretty often you don't come back to the same world. I usually never did. If I would come back after a break, I would always start on new. I wanted to start streaming so I could kind of have a reason to keep on going on the same world and see what I can do with it. I think we'll leave those guys. I can probably start turning these guys into iron traders. Four is probably a good amount to start with. I think I'll probably do one armor just so I can get all the armor. And then I might do one weaponsmith and then two toolsmiths. And I think for that, what do you need? You need a grindstone. I think that's weaponsmith. You need the blacksmith table, and I think that's for tools. What is armor? Is it blast furnace? I think blast furnace is for armor. You need iron for all of those. Thankfully, I've got a supply over here. Yay. I don't need a bunch. Oops. Well, I grabbed a bunch so I could trade with them. I think for the stations, I only need... I think I need 3 for a blast furnace and then 2 for a smithing table. And I need 2 of those. So 7? Oh, shoot, I don't have enough wood. I think it's 4. I think it's 4 wood. 2. There we go. Next is a blast furnace. Oh, what am I missing? I know it's iron. It's not more cobble, is it? I don't have one. No! Do I have to craft it by hand? Oh, I think this is the recipe. No? I'm gonna have to look it up. This is embarrassing. Oh, I have this so wrong. Oh, it's because I don't have any smooth. Oh, I see why. That makes sense. I need to smelt up some stone. That in there. That there. Ah, let's see. Sorry, I am spacing out so much. Ah. Hmm. Hey, fuel. That's what I need. I don't have any smooth stone. I don't know if I have any regular stone in this. I do. I have enough. Okay. We'll put white. I always have eggs. I always have eggs. Thank you. Smelt up 8. Ah. Okay, I also need to make a grindstone, and that takes a stone slab. 6 in wood, I think? Think. I don't know. I just flexed all my experience, and now apparently I don't know anything. There we go. Maybe we'll make it now. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna start with the armor and the tool and the weaponsmith because I don't know how many toolsmiths. I don't know why. I think they just have the easiest station. Then who knows? Maybe get really lucky with like an insane like Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5. Probably not. I won't know unless I roll a bunch. What are we at? Hour 20. Eh. You know what? I said it was gonna be. Oh, I can't sleep. I said it was gonna be short. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna own it. I think I'm gonna call it now. I know this is super short. We'll have a better one tomorrow, or a longer one tomorrow. I do gotta go. I think it's just the consequence of streaming Repo for so long. I do really need to go shopping before it starts storming, and that's gonna be pretty soon. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.